Howdy. Welcome back to Blowhole Farm, motherfuckers. It's been over 2 months since we've been playing some Stardew Valley, but we're happy to have you back, and we're happy to be back for another episode of Sunset and Stardew. I have no idea what episode we're on at this point. Probably getting close to 20, I'd imagine. But anyway, I am joined as always by my buddy Ben. How's it going, Ben?
I'm doing all right, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. It's raining in the game, not in real life. But yeah, let's get our bearings here with kind of what we're doing, because after 2 months of not playing this game, I'm going to be bad at playing it, and I'm really going to be bad at remembering what we were doing last.
Well, it looks like we're upgrading the coop.
Okay. We're doing that.
Robin's in here. I think that's Robin.
Yeah.
The cool thing about not playing this game for a long time is that I won't get confused with my other game that I've been playing.
That's true. That's true.
So now that's cool, I guess.
Hey, did they ever release the Did they ever release the co-op update for consoles yet? Do you know if that's a thing?
I do not know.
Okay, because I keep looking at it. I keep looking at Stardew Valley on my PS4 and thinking that'd be a really fun game for me and Christa to play on the couch.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet.
Oh.
I also don't know if it would be couch co-op or if it would be online only co-op. I'm assuming it'd be couch co-op.
You would hope, but
You'd think
I don't know
so.
how they would do like split screen. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. All right, what season are we in? Summer? Spring? Summer?
The flower dance is happening tomorrow, so it's spring, I think.
Okay, I think that's correct. So yeah, we are going to play some more Stardew Valley, of course, but we're going to do things a little bit differently this time. As I announced on the channel this week, we're going to be doing some year-end content here at Adjective Gaming this year. We're also coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Adjective Gaming, which if you check my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram profiles within the next week or so here, we're going to post a lot more details about that stuff. But for now, Ben has decided he's going to come up with a list of the things that he was the most entertained by in 2019. So Alex and I are doing a year-end recording where we're going to list our top 10 games of 2019, as well as our top 10 movies and top 10 albums, music albums. And I'm going to be recording a video with Aaron tomorrow where Aaron's going to give his list of games and movies and stuff. But Ben was explaining to me that he's not quite the media consumer anymore, so instead of doing specific lists, he's going to do just the things that entertained him the most in 2019.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot. I don't do a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, you do a lot of old stuff.
Going to comfort food type of stuff.
Oh, for sure.
It was a year.
Yeah, it's been a year.
I watched a lot of TV.
Yeah.
That's a thing I'll definitely talk about.
Okay.
Like older TV that I marathon through.
Yeah.
And stuff that I went back to, stuff like that. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give.
Yeah. Games. I haven't been to the movies in a long time. But.
Yeah, no, we actually got Movie Pass a couple months ago, and we've been taking advantage of it. It's not something I could see myself keeping year-round, but right now is like busy season for us, going to see a couple movies a month, so it kind of just works itself out, and we save some money. But it's weird. Like, I feel like I'm chopping blocks right now. Or I'm like, yeah. I'm chopping rocks right now, and it's like we're being really slow to pick them up for some reason. I don't understand why.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't understand why. Like, something's changed. Like, this game feels different, and I don't know if it's because it's been 2 months since I played it, or if something's genuinely changed. But anyway, so instead of us doing our usual, like, talking over playing Stardew Valley thing, I'm going to kind of give Ben the reins for this. Of course, I'm going to, like, give my reactions to what he's saying. It's not like I'm not going to say anything. But I didn't prepare anything for this episode because I knew that Ben would be talking about his 2019 stuff. And same thing with Aaron's recording. I'm not going to prepare any lists because my big year-end lists are going to be the ones that Alex and I are recording in a video podcast later this month. So yeah, like I said, check the Adjective Noun Gaming social media pages to stay up to date on that stuff. But Ben, take it away whenever you're ready. If you have anything you want me to be doing in the meantime while you talk about your stuff, let me know, because I'm kind of just dicking around.
No, I'll be doing stuff too.
Okay.
I'll go through some stuff that came out in 2019. I got the like year in gaming
Oh,
Wikipedia thing
okay.
up.
Yeah.
So, I guess the first thing that's on here that I played some and like got enjoyment out of this year was Apex Legends.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was like a weird like stealth release type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And while I've gone back to it a couple of times, like the times that like it's not a sticking thing that like I've been playing all the time or whatever, but it was definitely a blast when I get to play it with some people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was like a huge fan of like for a while of like PUBG.
Yeah.
I never got into Fortnite, but like PUBG was always fun. And it was like that battle royale, and then it just feels good. Like
it does feel
Apex
good.
Legends just feels really good.
It's a really good
like,
feeling game.
Playing game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Like I think the shooting's like hard, but it's a good feeling. Like the moving around and it's really fun. And I've won a couple of times with like random groups. I've been carried through to the end, and that's always a fun time.
Yeah.
I think the weapons are neat. I think the environment's really cool.
Yeah.
I think the character designs for the most part are neat. So
yeah,
that was a fun one this year. That came out this year.
I don't think that I will ever recapture the feeling of like that first chicken dinner in PUBG or like you know what I mean. Like
PUBG is such a tenser game than Apex.
For sure.
Like by far.
Yeah.
Just because you always feel like I think in Apex you have such a mobility of like being able to get out of situations you don't want to be in.
Yeah, for sure.
That like you just don't have in PUBG. Like, if you get pinned down in PUBG, like you're fighting it out. Most likely.
Definitely.
You might be able to escape if you got or if you got like a car or something, but in Apex you can basically just start running and like usually get out of there pretty quickly.
All the characters are super mobile compared to anything that you play as in PUBG.
And then the one thing about Apex that like is really rough is like the beginning game. I don't care for the beginning game nearly as much as I do in PUBG.
You mean like the quick drop in where you just die instantly kind of thing?
That part, yeah. But it's the fact that like the drop rate at the beginning is so rough in Apex. I feel
like
it
is.
Takes like several it takes at least a minute and a half to find a gun in Apex Legends.
Yeah.
So it seems like you can almost immediately drop in PUBG and depend like wherever you drop at, you'll get a gun. It might not be a good gun, but you'll get like a gun. Whereas in like Apex, I feel like, oh, I got some armor, I got some like health kits or shield kits or whatever.
Yeah.
But no guns, and you're just like running around like freaking out.
Yeah. No, totally, I agree.
That was that's part of the reason why I don't play it as much. I think just because of that beginning is like kind of difficult.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that the rush and the excitement and the tenseness just isn't there for me like it was with PUBG. I've never been a fan of Fortnite. I've played a lot with my friend Dom, and I don't like the building in Fortnite, so that game is just not for me. And so Apex I thought was going to be my best bet in finding a new PUBG to play, and it just has not been that at all. I haven't stuck with it, and that's the problem, is that I'm all over the place with gaming. I try to keep up with new releases as much as possible, which I haven't done in the later part of this year as much as I normally do, because I've just been going back and playing the same stuff. Like this year, Aaron and I on our recording tomorrow are going to be talking about games that we played in 2019 that didn't come out in 2019.
Oh yeah, that's most of the games.
So I figured that's what your list was going to be, but for me, like the two games I've played the most of this year that are technically ongoing games, but they didn't release this year, are Overwatch and Rainbow Six Siege. So like I come back to those more than I come back to any other game, just because of the lastingness of them. But anyway, Apex Legends is a great game, but unfortunately it does fall under the umbrella of one of those games that if you don't make it your life and play it every day, you're going to lose that muscle memory and that skill, and everybody else is going to whip your ass every time.
I can see myself like making it. Like I feel like I go through seasons of games sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I can feel like that being like a seasonal game, like where I play it for like 3 months or whatever. That's like my go-to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's difficult for sure.
It is.
To like really feel confident in. The other one that's on this list of games that came out in 2019, The Division 2.
Yeah.
I enjoyed playing The Division 2 when it wasn't like crashing on us.
Yeah, no, my computer is just not suited to run new games very much. So yeah, the frame, yeah, it sucks. The frame rate was always really bad for me, and it was always really stuttery. Sometimes it would completely just freeze, and Ben would be like in the middle of a firefight, and I'd need to be helping him, and I just couldn't. So that was a super frustrating thing. But it's definitely, not to give away spoilers of my top games list, but I don't feel that I got to play enough of it to rank it in my top 10. So it definitely got stuck on my honorable mentions list this year.
I had a blast playing it every time I played it. I thought the combat encounters were fun. Like, I thought the weapons that I chose to go with, which was like a DMR and a like a DMR and a heavy machine gun were like super fun to mess around with.
Yeah.
Like, I had a blast playing that game when it was working right and you could like do cool stuff in it. Like, it was just kind of cool.
The weapons were definitely a highlight.
Yeah, I thought, and like the encounters, like some of the like set pieces in it were cool.
Yeah.
I thought the enemy AI for them, like especially once you get in the later game when you're not just fighting like the coyotes or whatever, which usually like Dunham will pop out.
Yeah.
It just always feels good to like roll up on a set of bad guys and just like, I'm gonna fuck these dudes up. Like, the only issue I have with that compared to the first one, I don't like the gadgets as much.
Yeah.
Like the special abilities or whatever. Like, there's some ones that, like, the offensive ones are pretty cool. Like, they're good. But the defensive ones and, like, I remember my first one I got was, like, a scanner. I was like, oh, this will just tell me where everyone's at. And it definitely didn't work that way.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, oh, man, that's rough. Like, I wanted it, to like, figure that stuff out. And it just didn't work as well. Like, there's some stuff, like the supporting healing stuff works really well, but the rest of it, not so great.
Yeah, not to derail your Division train, but when you mentioned the guns, it got me thinking about a game that is going to make my top 10 this year that I am really frustrated with the guns, and it's Borderlands 3. I've tried, and you've watched me and Alex play, which if you guys are watching this, you don't know what I'm talking about. Alex and I have been doing Border Boys on the Twitch channel. I think we've done like 4 or 5 streams of that, so we're probably like somewhere between 10 and 15 hours into Borderlands 3, I'd say. And I literally every time we play it, you'll probably catch me bitching about how I can't find any gun that feels good. We had a member of the Adgertown gaming community actually join us and play a couple levels with us, or missions, I'd rather. And he gave me like a gold machine gun, and like that's what it took for me to finally, after playing the game for fucking 15 hours, that's what it took me to get a weapon that actually felt good. And it shouldn't be that way with how frequently weapons are dropped and you pick them up and sell them and use them in that game. Like, there should be better weapons. I don't know, like the shotguns don't feel good. Like, I finally found a shotgun I like, but the reload speed is like literally 10 seconds because it's just this massive shotgun. And then that machine gun I really like, but then like I've tried like a flame pistol, I've tried like a rocket launcher, just none of them feel good to me. So it's a bummer that I can't get a game like The Division to work properly for me on PC when I really like the weapons in that game a lot, because that's a lot of what The Division is, and that's arguably a lot of what Borderlands is running and gunning. Sure. And the weapons are super important, and I feel like, honestly, out of the 3 Borderlands games, this one has my least favorite weapons. It just, none of them are really none of them are super creative or doing anything new or exciting, which, like, that gets back to the argument too of like, it's just more Borderlands, and that's fine, but like, I feel like the weapons have degraded in quality and variety. But it's weird. At some point, I'm assuming you'll want to play that, and you'll have to let me know if you ever end up playing it. It's just like, if you ever get in the mood to play Borderlands, instead of going back and playing 2, you could just play 3, because it's pretty much just like it is a fun game, but it's hard to tell at this point like if I would enjoy playing it by myself or not, because I haven't played it.
Like, I think I would enjoy playing some of the Division by myself, but it was definitely more of like that coordination of like, oh, these guys are coming from the left, I'll take them. These guys are coming from the right, you take them. Like, that was a lot of fun, and like the cover mechanics feel really good in it. It looks amazing. Like, all the shit that goes on in that game, like in the city, is just fun to look at.
For sure.
And like, there's like the cool little like live game things. Like, I want to go and do some of the DLC, because like I think one of them's like in a zoo, which that
sounds really great. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just like, like just trying out stuff like that, and just the DC setting. Like I wasn't super psyched about it first, but like the more I played it, it was like, oh no, this works perfectly. Like all the museum shit is amazing.
Yeah.
Like I like all the little checklisty things. Like it's kind of it's one of those checklisty games. But,
Yeah. Totally.
like I feel like you're always getting some kind of interesting loot, even if it's not the loot you want to use.
Yeah.
Like you're always trying like it's after every encounter you're like after especially every big encounter you're like okay let me sit here and like look through the numbers and like and then the end game sounds like it really gets into that because that's where all like the weird like skill like almost like gems from like a Diablo or something.
Oh, interesting.
In, like,
yeah.
For all the like so. Oh, flower dance.
Flower dance time. Is there anything we need to do at this festival, or do we just participate in it? Okay.
Normally, like you get like I think if you romance someone, you can
dance with them. Yeah.
I don't think I have it. There's a shop.
I'm gonna see if there's anything we can buy because I remember the one festival I bought like strawberry seeds and they ended up being very useful. Are we collecting rare crows?
I think so.
Okay. Should I buy this rare crow then? I'm not sure if we have it or not. Okay. But no, yeah, so that's like the Division to me, it's so frustrating. Like I feel like I can't comment on it because I feel like the cool parts of the game I haven't gotten to see because of my fucking computer.
Right.
Like when we were in like that space museum, I sent you the screenshots and it was like the game like just wasn't there.
Yeah,
and like arguably that could have been the coolest part of that game for me because I liked what I saw of it, and then the game just turned to black. And
definitely.
So I ended up at one point that game went on sale and I got it for PS4 around the time it first came out because that was the thing that's a bummer about the game is it doesn't seem like it's selling very well. And so
I guess the other day I saw a sale for it for like $10 at GameStop.
Yeah, so Alex knows about this already, but I've been basically begging him to get it for PS4 to play it with me because I tried to play it by myself and it's fucking hard, like really, really hard.
Yeah.
And so I think I already told him I was like, I'm buying this for you for Christmas. And so after Border Boys, we're gonna get back to our Division 2 streams hopefully. So hopefully I'll get because we literally only played like 2 missions worth and we did 1 stream of it whenever he rented it the one time. So I feel like I'll get to re-experience all the stuff I should have seen the first time. But no, that's cool. That I think honestly, if you don't mind playing by yourself, you should play more of it on PC and see how you do with it by yourself. For me personally, it was like I miss playing it with you for one thing, and then it just wasn't fun for me to play it by myself. And I think the same case could be made for Borderlands 3, but I haven't tried it yet. So
yeah. But yeah, that one was fun. That was like I really enjoyed our time we spent on that, especially like just like chilling out. Like that's another one. Like we just hang out, talk through some stuff.
Yeah.
Like I put music on. I usually have music on in the background. We had such a good time playing the Division 1 together.
Oh yeah.
That it was like really fun to play through the Division 2.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I did play a little bit of. I'm trying to think if this came out this year or not, but it's like on this list. It must have came out for something. Yakuza Kiwami. I think I played through a little bit of that.
Yeah, I don't know if that came out this year or not. I think it came out for another platform this year.
Maybe.
I think so, but yeah.
I think it came out for PC, and I think it did play it then. So I saw it on here, and then I scrolled past it. Yeah, it came out for Windows, so I did play it this year because I played it on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Where's the mayor at?
So I talked to him and it says if you want to dance, you'll need to find a partner.
Well, I think we can dance.
Oh, okay. All right, let's fucking do it. Hell yeah.
Okay, and then we go up to the mayor.
Okay. There we go.
But yeah, I played some of that. That game's neat. The Yakuza games are weird, but they're fun.
I think I like watching other people play it more than I like playing them myself. I've never liked the combat in that because I tried playing Yakuza 0 a while ago, like a long time ago, and I was very interested in the story and the like dumb little mini games, but I did not like the fighting at all. So I think I'm gonna stay in my lane with Yakuza games and probably just watch other people play them from now on.
Supposed to do something here?
I don't think so. I think this is just like an extended.
This is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yep, that's all it was.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I've
I
really
can't
been.
remember if I played the new Trials game or not.
It's okay. So I was really, really hot on it when it first came out. I bought it the day it came out. I love the traditional courses in that are similar to
Yeah.
like Evolution and Trials HD, and then I even like
Yeah.
Trials. Was it Fusion?
Yeah, I feel like that's what I played this year rather than
That's
Rising. I
funny.
don't remember. I don't think I played Rising.
So Rising is not great, and it's literally only because of the. Okay, remind me on this. Is Rising the only one of those to have like the stadium tracks in it?
Where you're like racing against other people,
That
or
that and then it's just like dirt hills, and you have to be really good at like pushing forward and backwards to like balance out up and down the hills.
I don't. I remember that in one of the ones I played on Xbox.
Okay, so
But I don't remember if that was like part of the main. Oh shit, we didn't beat the chance.
So Trials Rising incorporated the stadium stuff in a way to where you couldn't proceed unless you got good at it, and meaning that they made it part of the story. And it really rubbed me the wrong way because to this day, I mean, that game came out earlier this year, like when, like March, April,
Like
or February, yeah.
Like,
So I literally probably haven't played it since the month it came out because I've been stuck on this stadium course that I can't progress past. My choice right now is to get better at stadium stuff or just keep replaying old stuff, but that won't get me anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's really frustrating because, like, to me, that's not what a Trials game is. A Trials game is more about, like, not just learning how to balance the bike backwards and forwards, but it's about, like, learning how to climb hills and stuff, not just, like, learning how to climb these little dirt hills faster than other people. Like, I've never really cared that much about my timing and speed in Trials. Like I do things at my own pace because some of those levels I just suck at. And it's like, okay, well, this is going to take me 100 attempts, so I shouldn't be concerned about how many attempts it's going to take or how long it's going to take because it's going to take me forever. But the stadium ones force you to finish in a certain time because if you don't beat the AI opponents, which are fucking ungodly difficult, you just can't proceed. But anyway, I like the regular traditional courses in that. If it ever goes on sale, I guess I could recommend it because you've always been better at Trials than I am.
Yeah, I love Trials, so that sounds right up my alley. Like I don't mind. I remember doing those tournaments or whatever in different games. I don't remember like if it was like a side thing or just you had to do it, but I remember doing them and being fine. Like because you can I know how to do those like little dirt mount hill stuff. So
sure.
Try to buy a rabbit. I think we can buy a rabbit or something now.
We can buy a rabbit. Okay.
Yeah, because we upgraded. But yeah, I don't think I played that, which is a bummer because I love Trials games. So I think I did play some Fusion this year.
I was gonna say at some point a cheap.
One night I probably just played Fusion for a while.
A cheap gateway to entry for Rising would be if you got that Ubisoft Plus or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That'd be a way to play it on the cheap.
I have to look and see how expensive that is because
I think it's $15 a month, but I'm sure there's some kind of trial.
No, not that.
Oh, it's
just like Trials.
Oh, Trials. Okay.
Some stuff that I played that came out. Also, let's not talk about a game I don't know if I played or not, because that's not fun. What was else was on here? Division. This is a good song. This game has good music.
I listen to it frequently.
I listened to a lot of this game's soundtrack this year. I'll say that much.
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack for sure.
That's always super entertaining.
Yeah.
No, didn't play that. Oh, one of the things I was on. Oh, here's one. I played Slay the Spire.
Yeah,
on Game Pass because it was on Game Pass.
Yeah.
I need to go back and play more of it because that was a lot of fun. That game was alright.
Yeah.
I think to talk about a game like I put a lot more time into that's similar to that. I played a lot more Dicey Dungeons.
Yeah.
Which is a game that's pretty similar to Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
But I played a lot more of Dicey Dungeons than Slay the Spire, and I really like Dicey Dungeons. It's like really cool strategy meets, I don't know, it's just cute. Like I like the aesthetics.
Yeah.
I like the kind of gambly Yahtzee like way that you play it. I don't know if you played it or not.
I didn't play Dicey Dungeons. I played a little bit of
really
a little bit of Slay the Spire, and I was just very bad at it.
Yeah, it's hard. Like both of those. Like, you can beat the first mission on Dicey Dungeons because it's, like, designed to be beaten.
Yeah.
like you're supposed to like play through that and beat it, but like the rest of them are pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you progress further, like they get harder and harder, and like especially with the different characters. But I enjoyed what I played of Dicey Dungeons quite a bit. That game's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Another game I'm like kind of looking at my Steam library that I have up now too. I played a lot of Steep this year.
Hey, you're welcome for Steep.
I'm trying to remember if I played that this year or at the end of last year, but I played a lot of Steep.
Yeah. I think it was last year you came over at some point and played a bunch of it at my place, and then Or wait a minute, was it over the summer?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, all right.
That's so time is such a weird thing.
Yeah. Well,
I definitely played it at your house.
I think you might have done it twice. I think you might have played Steep 2 different times at my apartment because I remember it being cold outside one time and hot outside the other. So I have two vivid memories of you playing Steep at my apartment. So I think that's what happened.
So I definitely played it and was like, hey, this game seems fun.
Yeah.
And then I think it was on sale. So it might have been part of the summer sale or something.
Yeah.
And I finally got it for like $17 or something with all the DLC.
Yeah.
And so there was like a good like week and a half or like a long weekend or something like that where I just played Steep a whole bunch, and that was fun. Like I need to go back and play some more of it, but it was just like fun to mess around in.
Yeah,
it's a neat game.
So I got it for free with PlayStation Plus, so I still have not played much of it, but I guess the only problem I had with it was I wanted it to be SSX tricky, and it's just not that.
No, I knew it wasn't going to be like a Tony Hawk or one of those games, so I was like fine with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a pretty good time with it. It was fun and silly. Like there's the one thing I did the one day was just I like warped to the top of the mountain and there's like a sled in the game.
Oh wow!
Part of the DLC or something. And I was like, there's a Wookiee or not Wookiee, Sasquatch like costume you can have.
That's amazing.
And so I just like put the Sasquatch costume on and started sledding down this mountain.
That's incredible.
And just let it go. And I was like, oh, this is fun. This is stupid.
Yeah, the randomness and the random moments of fun that I had with that game were really pleasing. But they fixed that game a lot too from the first time you played it the second time, because I found the UI and the navigation to be really confusing, and it still kind of is in a way. Like I just wish that there was like a menu or something or like a box menu that would just drop down and be like, here's everything you need to do, instead of scroll around this map that has different layers of depth because it's mountainous, you know. But I don't know. I just, like I said, I wanted more of an arcade snowboarding game because I haven't played a good SSX tricky game, I don't think, since the third one on PS2, which is like one of my favorite, like, I guess, action sports games of all time. I definitely, as far as those kind of games go, I definitely like the Tony Hawk games that came later in the series better, the ones where you weren't timed as much, like Underground, and where it was like free roaming and stuff. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, no, I had fun with Steep. That was a cool game this year that I played quite a bit of. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Looking at the list of games that came out in 2019, I played some Void Bastards. That was cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed playing that quite a bit.
Game Pass. I was going to say another Game Pass game.
Yeah, so I played that on Game Pass. Had a blast with like a little bit I played of it. Like probably should have played more of it. I just kind of fell out of I just didn't like get deep into it. But it was cool.
Yeah.
Another game that came out in June apparently was Bloodstained.
Yeah.
I played a crap load of that recently. That game's cool. It's weird, but it's fun.
I was gonna say I was gonna play it because it's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
And I was gonna download it, and then you started talking about it, and I looked into it a little bit more. It definitely seems like it's not a traditional like Metroidvania or Castlevania type game. It's got some different twists to it.
Yeah, it's like a little bit different. Well, I've never played I never played Castlevania Symphony or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what those games are like.
Yeah.
I watched people play like the original Castlevanias, but I don't know if I've ever. The only like Symphony of the Night stuff I've seen are like speed runs.
Oh, okay.
So and I think most of those are like new game plus speed runs. So
I
don't know a whole lot about that game.
Yeah, I love Symphony of the Night. I've just never been and Super Metroid made my top list of favorite games of all time too. So I think I definitely like Metroid is more than Castlevania, but Symphony of the Night's definitely my favorite Castlevania game. It's just incredibly difficult unless you play with like a newer version of the game that's been made like a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Bloodstain, there's just something about it. Like a 3D Castlevania game has always seemed really weird to me because I've only ever played the 2D ones.
Well, it's not 3D.
It's
not,
like, I mean, it isn't, but it looks 3D. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like something about the look of it. Yeah, it like I know it's 2D, but it's like 3D character models and stuff.
Yeah, I think Symphony of Night was kind of like that, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed what I played of that.
Yeah.
It was like cool. Like you get a lot of cool abilities and stuff. A lot of neat like moving around stuff in it near the end game.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of like checklisty stuff in it, which was cool for when I was playing it. It was just like I can zone out and like go grind these materials so I can cook this weird dish that they want me to cook.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was neat. I like that part of it. And there's like really interesting, like they're not thematic at all. Like there's a lot of weird enemies, but there's just a lot of random enemies a lot of the time, which was fun. Like you would just stumble across like, oh, here's a dragon, but here's a frog. Like here's a giant demon lord.
Yeah,
here's like a killer barber.
I haven't kept up with Vinny Vania on Giant Bomb that much, but I watch it sometimes when it's live and I come home from work, and it seems entertaining and kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it's really all over the place. Here's a werewolf. Here's a dog. Like just a dog.
That's funny.
Like a head of a dog.
Head of a dog.
That was a strange game, but it was fun. Like I beat it. I got through like most of it. I think like 98% of the map or whatever.
I guess my question would be, since you had never played a like Castlevania style game before. I mean, I get that like it's on Game Pass, so I would probably end up playing it at some point too. But what made you want to make that your first like Castlevania type game?
Honestly, Vinny Vania.
Okay.
Like, I just was watching that and was like, hey, this looks fun, and the fact that it was on Game Pass.
Like,
it's essentially, I mean, Game Pass is so cheap. It's $5, you know, like $5 a month, and so essentially, I mean, that game I paid $5 for that game essentially. Yeah. Because like I did play it for like that's probably the only game I played that month on Game Pass, but still, like $5 is $5. Like it's not the 30 that I think that game is or whatever. Yeah,
for sure. No, I mean like Game Pass is an incredible value because they're constantly adding new stuff. It truly has become like the Netflix of video games.
I'll definitely keep paying for it.
The only new Game Pass thing that I have to report is that I played some Halo Reach because they added that to the Master Chief Collection for.
I haven't played that. I downloaded the MCC for PC.
Yeah,
I haven't played any of it yet.
It's wild playing it like 10 years after the fact that it came out.
I want to play. I don't think it's crossplay yet.
Yeah,
like between PC and Xbox. But if it ever does become that, I want to play some Firefight hardcore with people.
Oh yeah.
We used to, in college, we played so much fucking Firefight.
Yeah. My friend Billy, so shout out to Billy from channel X Arsenal and on Twitch, but yeah, he plays primarily like Halo, Call of Duty, FIFA. He's been having weird issues where he just can't connect to Halo Reach on his PC, so he had to switch to like Xbox, and he's been getting games that way. He's honestly probably the best Halo player I've seen because he plays like competitive, ranked, and whatever. But yeah, he's had nothing but good things to say about it when he actually gets a match that he can play of it. But he still, it still amazes me to this day how big and thriving the Halo online community is for the older games. Yeah. I don't know so much about like Halo 4 and 5, but I know for sure, like, because he plays Halo 3 all the time, the online community for that is still booming.
That's good. So, Halo 3 is one of the best ones.
That and Reach are my two favorites, I think.
Yeah. So Bloodstained. What else? July. Anything else come out this year that I played a lot of? Let's see.
You've got a Switch on the way, don't you?
I do. I ordered it, and I gotta pick it up from Wally World on the 16th.
Nice. So did you get just Pokemon with it as your game?
I actually haven't gotten any games yet.
No games?
Games when I go and get it.
Okay.
I played that Pokemon Masters game. That game's bad.
Yeah, the phone one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. That was a real bummer. Oh, the Spyro Reignited trilogy came out. I haven't played that yet.
It was cool. I've always been more of a Crash Bandicoot fan, so I enjoyed that collection a lot more. So
here's a game.
Yeah.
I played a shit ton. Well, I didn't play a shit ton of it, but I beat Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
That game was fun as hell.
I have not played that yet. I've only watched people play that.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah.
It was like a fun little sit down and play, and like I think it'll be fun to like watch other people play it and like just have is like for like Jess or David to play, because I think they'll like it's just easy to get into. Like, like you move around, you honk, you flap your wings at people.
Yeah.
And you just be a jerk goose, and it's really funny.
It's yeah, I've seen a lot of people that aren't really into games that much playing it, so I'm all for people that aren't really huge gamers finding a new game to be able to play like that.
It's funny, it's cute. I really love that it's a thing.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Yeah, it's like a weird little stealthy, silly game, but I enjoyed it. Anything else? Let's see.
I think I'm going to buy some bait and go saltwater fishing.
Cool. Keep looking through here. This game, list of games. I don't think I played a lot else that's on here. I can talk about some games from like other years that I played.
Yeah, I think Aaron's kind of in the same boat. He's played a lot of new stuff, but he's played a lot of old stuff too, like really old stuff that we're going to talk about in our recording tomorrow.
Yeah, I played a little bit of the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition that came out on Game Pass. That's like fairly new.
Yeah.
I didn't get into a ton of it, but I did play a little bit of it. Had fun with that. And that's pretty much it. Oh, Dragon Quest Builders 2 came out on Windows. Comes out on Windows in like 3 days. I'll probably pick that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the games of 2019 I played, which wasn't I don't even think there's 10 games on that list to fill out.
Sure.
10 game list.
Sure.
But a few games I want to shout out. Moonlighter.
Yeah,
I think I played
that's a cool one
this year. It's hard to remember if I played that game this year, like what games I played this year and last year, but I'm pretty sure I played that game this year during the summer or like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That game's on Game Pass, and like I got Game Pass right before it, like I got it on Steam or whatever because it came in like a humble bundle. But I basically beat that game on Game Pass. That game was really fun. I love economies in games to begin with. And like the fact that it's basically just you run your own shop and you set your own prices, and like there's also like this dungeon roguelike element of it is really cool.
It's a really cool concept for a game, and it's executed very well.
Yeah, it's executed extremely well, and like the combat gets intense, and like the upgrades are like super like fun to get, and like it's all the components are interesting, like. Oh, this is like just some goo that this guy drops, but then it's like, oh no, this is like a book that you like of like legends that other people drop. Like it's interesting stuff.
With my experience, I never finished the game. I had it for PS4. I have it for PS4, I should say. But I haven't finished it yet. But I will say, as compared to other games I've played, it's got like the dungeons have like a Binding of Isaac or like a Spelunky feel to me in a way. I think actually my favorite part of that game was running the shop. I kind of wish that there was a similar game out there of just running the shop, because that'd be like I don't know, like I just wasn't good at fighting in the dungeons. Yeah. So I feel like my enjoyment of it was like I was looking forward to selling stuff, like going into the dungeon to get stuff to sell is like the whole point of it, and I get that, but like the actual like setting up your shop and learning like how to price stuff based on like guessing and everything like that was really, really cool.
Yeah, that was a really fun, like almost like a puzzle game
mechanic
in a way, because like you'd set stuff kind of low at the beginning, or you might even set it high at the beginning, and then you have to watch their faces.
Yeah.
And then, like, you would have, like, the guys come and try to steal shit from you, which was always annoying, kind of fun still. And then, like, you would, let's see where I want to put this thing. like just figuring out and like putting it in your notebook, like always referring back to your notebook about like prices and stuff was cool.
Yeah.
Like it was just that's a really cool mechanic. And it had been done before. Like I know there's this game out there called like Reciteer, which came out like years before that one. But I never played, like I have it, but I never played it. It's a very similar thing. But I think Moonlighter just like perfectly like encapsulates like that roguelike feel of the combat and like the different items that are cool and like the little town shop, like the personality of the people there, and like the kind of weirdness of the dungeons and stuff, because that was always kind of fun too. It's just like, oh, like these dungeons were sealed.
Yeah.
It seemed like for a reason. Like why was that? And like trying to figure all that stuff out. So
no, super cool game.
That was a big one for me this year.
Yeah.
I think the other game I played this year was Ukulele. They're not Ukulele. Yoku's Island Express.
Yeah, the pinball platformer.
Yeah. The pinball, like Metroid like.
Yeah.
That game's pretty cool. I like that game a lot.
Yeah.
I really want a sequel to that game because I think there's some stuff that they could really like clean up that would make that style of game like basically perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because there's some stuff in that game that's like difficult and weird, but the soundtrack in that game was excellent too. I listened to a lot of that soundtrack this year. So I think that about does it for games. Like there's always the classics like. A lot of time into Rocket League every now and then. Like I played a lot during that Stranger Things event.
Yeah, that was fun when we got into that.
Played a little bit during the summer event. Oh, I will say this: a game that I want to shout out that I played a lot with people was Golf with Your Friends.
Yeah.
That game's wild.
Oh man, fun. So infuriating, but it was fun.
Good. It's not a good game.
No.
It's not super good.
No.
But it's a blast to play with friends. I'll say that, like, because especially if you have like competitive stupid friends like that just want to yell and scream at one another about how much they suck.
Yep.
I had a blast doing that this year. It was like every Thursday for a few weeks we would play it, and then sometimes on the weekend too.
That was cool easily one of the most equally infuriating and entertaining experiences I had with the game this year.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed playing that when I was playing it. I think I played some Stick Fight the game this year, which is fun. I played Vermintide 2 with some friends.
It's like a wave-based game, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's a Left 4 Dead, but like with melee.
Oh, okay.
Shooting. So
Warhammer? Warhammer game? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
okay.
Warhammer. Yeah. Known to our friend group as Rats. Like, hey, you want to play some Rats? Oh, sure, we'll play some Rats.
Yeah, play some Rats.
You're just murdering these humanoid rat creatures. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Stomping ass.
Stomping rat ass.
Yep. I don't have any bait. I don't have any bait, and I'm like catching these like purple star anchovies.
That's crazy.
My fishing stat must be way up.
Yeah. I bought are you fucking kidding me? There's nothing worse than hovering over the treasure. Okay, I still got it, like right at the very end. Yeah, you ever do that where like you hover over it and like just as you're about to get it, you catch the fish?
Yeah.
Like I said, I won't talk about my games too much because Alex and I are really going to flesh them out in that year-end video podcast that we're recording. The only thing I could say that I've been playing recently is that new Star Wars game, Jedi Fallen Order. And I told Ben already this, but I turned the difficulty down to just story difficulty, and it's like the perfect difficulty for me because I really am just there for a good, like, well-told Star Wars story.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to be a Dark Souls game, which is what I kept seeing it get compared to. And I was like, I'm at the point in my life where, look, I'm not too proud to admit that I don't want to play those games anymore. So they're just not for me anymore. I don't like. I'm at a point where I'm trying to find as many games as possible that don't make me like stupid upset.
That could be something I can do real quick.
But yeah, I don't.
Dark Souls. I think one of the games I played this year.
Yeah.
Was the Surge, the original The Surge.
Oh yeah.
I think I played a good amount of that. I'm gonna look and see. I think one of the things I can do to look and see what games I played was go to what Humble Bundles were released this year.
Yeah.
And see what was in them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times I'll be like, oh, cool, this is coming to this monthly. like, yeah, in July, I definitely played Moonlighter on Games Pass.
I think once I build a better PC, I'm gonna start getting Humble Monthly again. But right now, I'm holding off on it because I'm not gonna be using it that much.
They like changed it, which is kind of
I
neat.
saw that
They
you can
changed
like
it to,
pick your own
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But luckily I get all of them.
I saw Wario64 posted. He always posts like what games are in the monthly. So I think last month was like the last normal month, and I saw that you got that. That was that basketball, that human basketball game.
Oh, I have no idea.
The Giant Bomb game where you like control the robot and you're like trying to like dunk like the basketball.
Oh, regular human basketball.
That one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was in here. Honestly.
Yeah, I think that's.
There'll be times where I'm just like, I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
And then like there'll be like a Friday night or a Saturday night or something where I'm like, oh, I should probably go and redeem all these games.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, let's see. I wonder if I can look at my Steam. I have to figure out how to look at this now.
Yeah.
Recent activity. Oh, here's a game that I played the shit out of this year. Mother Gunship.
Oh, yeah.
That was my go-to game for a really long time.
Yeah.
That game owns bones. I love that game.
Yeah.
I played so much of that game. Oh my god.
I enjoyed what I played with you the one night we played it.
Yeah. That game is dope. And I'm glad I played a lot of it.
I like it better now that you've explained to me how the building of the guns works and stuff, because playing it by myself, I was a little bit intimidated with how to build stuff and how to get a good build, essentially. But
oh my god, I remember that one time I like sent you a picture of the gun I built. And it was just like 3 or 4 or 5 different barrels, I think.
Yeah.
That was a stupid gun that I
built. Yeah.
But that's the like fun part of that game is just building really dumb stuff and really OP stuff. Like you can sometimes get incredibly overpowered.
Yeah.
But that's like the cool part of it. Let's see. See, now I have to go through like games I redeemed and actually played. Played Risk of Rain 2. We played Risk of Rain 2.
We did, for sure. Yeah.
That game was fun.
Yeah.
That game's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that game. We should play some more of that.
We need to get back into it. That game was giving us some issues for a while. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. It seems to be resolved, especially like the controller issues and stuff.
I wonder if they updated it. I wonder if there's been any updates. Oh, there has been one on October 10th, but that's been a while.
We fell off of it for a while there because I wasn't particularly interested in what they were doing with the new characters besides the but I just like the traditional guy on that game. Like none of the characters have really ever come close.
Yeah.
The robot guy, I know you like him, that Monty or whatever his name is. Or something like that.
I played Steep in July, so
I
definitely played. Yeah, and I played The Surge in June, so that was right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I played some Guacamelee. That game was okay.
Yeah, I think I played that a long time ago.
I played Guacamelee after I played Yoku's Island Express.
Oh, I could see how that would be underwhelming.
Because I was like, I need another, like, or it might have been vice versa, I'm not sure. It was vice versa. I played Guacamelee and then I played Yoku's. So I was like, oh, I want to play another, like, Metroidvania. And I think I tried playing, what's the, like, sci-fi Metroidvania that came out?
Axiom Verge?
Yeah, I tried playing that, and that did not grab me at all, and I did not, like, I was, like, really, really underwhelmed with that.
It was just kind of
I remember everybody, like, kind of blowing their load over it, and I was like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, it's kind of just a carbon copy of stuff that's already been done. Like it's hard to go back to Axiom Verge now. When it came out, it was kind of cool because it was like, oh, it's just a modern take on this thing that's been done a lot. But now the people,
it just felt really slow.
Yeah, it is a really slow version of like a Metroidvania. But it's hard to go back to Axiom Verge now that so many people have like reinvented the wheel with that style of game.
Yeah,
and so I think that's why you're having a hard time with it. I personally enjoyed it, but I played it the year it came out, which was what, like 2012 or something probably.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, I don't know. I'm a sucker for a good Metroidvania, even though I'm absolutely ass at playing them. I suck at them, but I love them. Especially Super Metroid.
You really would like Bloodstained then. I think you would really enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Super Metroid is one of my favorite games of all time, but Castlevania and Metroid play like similarly but different enough to where I'm like I still like Metroid a little bit better. I've also think that Castlevania is a lot harder for whatever reason. I don't know if that's just me or if that's like an actual thing. I think Castlevania is a lot harder game to play.
I played through Her Story in June.
That's a good one.
That was fun.
I like that one.
Yeah, because I think I was trying to remember like how my summer shook out. Because I think I was here until like the beginning of July.
Yeah.
So I like had a lot of time on my hands to play stuff. Played through Her Story. I don't think I ever like completely solved the mystery. I like have a basic idea.
Yeah.
That I'll like maybe run through with somebody off stream because I don't want to like spoil it for people.
Yeah, sure.
But I like the conceit of that game. That like new Telling Lies game is out. Have you played any of that?
I have, and I really want to play it though.
Okay. Yeah,
that might be a fun stream idea or a recording idea at some point.
Yeah.
Play through that, like just like try to solve it together. I've had the idea to play through Her Story for a while.
Yeah.
I never finished.
I think you and Christa would really enjoy playing that together.
I think so too. She played a little bit of Her Story with me because we had that on the iPad at one point. And we would just like lay in bed and try to like mess around with it. And I have it on PC. I think I got it in like some Steam bundle or Humble bundle or something too. So we could always go back and do that or do the Telling Lies. Yeah. But the Telling Lies seems even more interesting. I mean, I'm a sucker for like true crime and murder mystery stuff. And that's why I got hooked on Her Story for a while. Telling Lies, I really like that. What's that actor that's in it? Logan Marshall Green. I like him a lot.
Hey, what should I name this duck?
Fuck.
I don't know. Oh, it lets you do it.
Fuck the duck.
Great, I'll send little fuck to your farm right away.
I love my decision.
Oh, I also played through Wolfenstein: The New Order.
That's a good game. And Wolfenstein, did you play through Wolfenstein 2 yet, or just the first one?
Nope.
Okay.
Just the first one.
Is the second one on Game Pass, or is it just the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, play through the second one.
I haven't downloaded, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you gotta play through that second one, bud.
I got kind of burnt out on the first
one. Okay,
like,
second one. Let me tell you something. Lean in here real close. Let Josh tell you a secret. I like this. Okay. I think this is an unpopular opinion. I like the second one better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the second.
Oh, why did it bring up the keyboard? What just happened? I like try to fill my watering can up, and it brought up the keyboard. It's like, what is this? Oh, I think it's letting me chat.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
I was like, what the fuck is happening?
But no, Wolfenstein... Wolfenstein 1 is much more of a stealth-oriented game. Yeah. There was a lot more sections where you had to be stealthy. 2 embraces, like, the batshit crazy story of the first one in a major way. By the time you get to the end of that game, if your jaw hasn't hit the floor at least 10 times, you're doing it wrong.
Okay.
It's just much more interesting and much more action oriented to me. I haven't played that. What's the third Wolfenstein? Youngblood or whatever.
Youngblood.
I heard that one was pretty underwhelming, but with as much as I liked the second one, I want to play Youngblood at some point.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know truly if that's an unpopular opinion. It seems like it is from everything I've heard, because I know a lot of people really like New Order, but I like the second one a lot better.
Cool. Baba Is You is a game I played this
year. That was a game we tried to play at least.
Yeah. I enjoy that game a lot.
That game broke my fucking brain for days, just like thinking about it.
I really love what I played of that. Yeah. I want to go back to it.
I enjoyed trying to help you with that game as much as I could, but I don't know how much more of that I could actually play because I'm just not very smart.
Yeah, I really like that. XCOM 2 is on this list. I played in April.
Yeah, we played XDOM. We need to go back and finish up our work with that.
Yeah. Played some Ultimate Chicken Horse in April.
That game is so fucking good.
Or something. That game's great.
I
love playing that game.
I introduced Alex and his fiancée Tiffany to that over the summer, and we ended up playing that a couple times. That game's a lot of fun to play, especially in person with other people too.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite games of the last few years. Honestly.
Oh yeah, it's really great.
It's such a good like multiplayer experience.
Absolutely, it's like it has the like fuck your friends over mentality of golf with your friends, except the difference is it's actually a functional game.
Sure, definitely. Looks like Helldivers is on here, but I don't think I probably just played that for a night because
Yeah.
Like every now and then, Will and his brother and I will play a little bit of Helldivers.
Yeah.
Because I really like Helldivers. Have we played that together?
I don't think so. I tried to play it a long time ago, and it seemed like it was going to be like a top-down shooter, and I thought it was going to be something that was up my alley. But maybe I'd enjoy it more if I played it with other people. I did not like playing it by myself.
Sure. Yeah, it's definitely it's like a lot more intense than you like probably expected it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What else is on here? Cook Serve Delicious 2 I played a little bit of. Yakuza Kiwami I played through a lot of. Like 21 hours into that. There was like a night where I spent playing Everything. That game Everything.
Oh yeah.
So I think that came in a bundle. That game is like weirdly affecting.
Yeah.
It's weird. I like it a lot.
We did that. I don't know if you remember earlier this year. We did a recording of that didn't go so well, but yeah, that game is really interesting. Stop trying to eat the fucking mushroom. All right.
I played through SteamWorld Dig this year.
Oh, SteamWorld Dig 1 and 2 are fantastic games.
I think I started to download SteamWorld Dig 2.
Oh, it's too.
Well, it's on Game Pass.
I think this might be another unpopular opinion because I know 2 was very well received. I don't know if it's ever going to get better than 1 for me.
Yeah.
Because 2 was a lot of fun, but they changed a lot of stuff about it. There's some improvements, but they made some changes, and it's a little bit harder than the first one. Because I remember I cruised through the first one in like a couple days, and I fucking loved that game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed what I played of it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It's I don't play the Switch nearly as often as Aaron and some of my other friends do, but I think that SteamWorld Dig 2 was one of my favorite Switch experiences I've had in a long time.
Nice.
It was a good Switch game.
What else? Played some Hidden Folks one day. That game was neat.
I think we have that. We have that on the iPad. I don't think we've played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. It's like a Where's Waldo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's cute. That must have been over spring break when I was playing those games, I think. Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
I was playing, speaking of mobile games, because Hidden Folks is a mobile game, isn't it, technically, too?
I think it can be.
It can be. I was playing that Desert Golf again the other day on my phone.
Oh, nice.
And that game is just endlessly great.
Yeah, that game's fun. Oh, I played through A Short Hike.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that. I still have no idea what that game is, but...
It's cute. It's fun. It's like a little, it's like a top-down, exploration game, kind of. It's
okay.
You're on this island, so it's pretty open-worldy. Your whole goal is to get to the top of this mountain that's on it.
Yeah.
It's good. You should play it.
Okay.
It's I don't know, it's a maybe 2-hour game, really.
Yeah.
But it's cute.
Okay.
And it has a really interesting, very understated story.
Uh-huh.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
cool.
But yeah, I think that's most of the games I played this year.
All right, cool. I mean, I know you didn't play a lot that came out in 2019, but from the sounds of it, you had a really diverse palette of games you played.
Yeah, I played a lot of just different stuff this
and
year.
We have Game Pass to thank for that, too.
I played some 8 Out. Yeah, played 8 Out.
8 Out's fucking hard.
Yeah, that game gets hard.
Yeah.
The first level is easy.
Yep.
Once you start to get to the skyscraper, it gets hard.
Yeah, very hard.
And then one last game I think that I have on here is that Lonely Mountains Downhill I played.
Yeah, you kept telling me to play that during Extra Life, and I kept looking at it thinking, this is fucking poor man's Trials right here. And then I actually started playing it, and I got hooked on it. I think I played it on Extra Life for 2 hours that day. And I was like...
The game's dope.
Yeah.
The game is a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the games I played this year that I got a lot of enjoyment out of.
Yeah.
Most of the games I played this year, I really enjoyed, which is good.
Yeah.
There was none other than 1 or 2 that I played, and I was like, oh no, I'm not playing this anymore.
See, I had the opposite problem. I was let down by a lot of games this year, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm like how some people surf around Netflix and they'll watch a little bit of something to figure out if they like it or not. Yeah. I do the same thing with Game Pass. When everything new comes out on Game Pass, I at least download and give almost everything a try. And not everything, but a lot of it. and like not much of it, at least this year, has stuck with me. Some of it has, but not much of it has. I'm always on the search for like what's my next podcast game, or just in general. I feel like you played Bloodstain and you got your money's worth out of Game Pass from that. For me, it's that, but I take it a step further and I'm like, I want to see everything this service has to offer, because realistically, I can't watch everything that's on Netflix. I can't watch everything that's on Hulu. And eventually it'll get to the point, I'm sure, with Game Pass where there'll be hundreds of games on and I can't do this anymore. So that's why I'm trying to do it now, where I'm like, I've slowed way down with it, but I still download like at least a couple games a month from that and try them out. But not a lot of them have stuck with me.
Speaking of Netflix and Hulu,
getting
into some TV that I watched this year.
Oh yeah, you watched a lot.
Blew me away. I watched everything other than, I haven't watched the newest season yet of Schitt's Creek, but I watched all the seasons that were available before that newest one came out. That show is good. It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's very cute and very like, it's like funny, but it's not mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen it.
I have not. I
really like it. It's really good. And then, so like I really enjoyed that. I like watched that all in like a week or so. And then after that, I was like looking for another show to watch, and I was like, "Did you finish Schitt's Creek? You should watch Letterkenny." And I was like, "Okay," because I was like watching. I don't think I watched Letterkenny first. I think I watched Schitt's Creek first.
Yeah.
So I think I started watching that when I was at home, when I was like home for the summer for like your wedding or whatever. And like I just put it on. I was like, "Oh, this is actually really funny. I'm gonna go back when I go back to Texas. I'll watch it."
Yeah.
And so I watched all that, and then I was like, "If you really like that, you should watch Letterkenny." It was like a New Yorker article or something where it's like, I just finished Schitt's Creek and was looking for something else.
Yeah.
And then I also saw like, I think at the same time there was just like weird Letterkenny merchandise advertisements on Facebook. That was like it was just like the pitter patter thing.
Pitter patter. Let's get at it.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch this. I'll watch this show. And so I watched that and fell in love with that show, and have watched every season of that that's available. And I think I watched before the newest season came out. I like started watching it again. Like,
yeah.
So I probably watched the first season. I've watched the first episode like several times.
It's
the pilot.
The first episode is very, very good.
Yeah, it's very good. So I'm excited. Like, they just announced a new season that's coming out this month, and like the previous season just came out in like October.
Yeah, they are really like grinding that show out. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is wild.
Yeah.
And the trailer for the newest season has become like one of my favorite things to watch.
That's awesome.
Like, I just love the energy that's in that
Oh
trailer.
yeah. I am so behind on that show. I need to catch up with it.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
What where are you at?
Season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, we like made plans to watch that after my horror movie marathon in October finished, and then we just got so fucking busy, and we just like, I don't know. Like, especially with me going to the gym every day after work now, I just don't want to fucking do anything when I get home.
Sure. Yeah, I love that show though.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Oh yeah.
It's almost never misses.
No, yeah.
Like a lot of shows like that will be like really hit and miss, especially with as many. Like they're always like, it's a lot of jokes in that show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of jokes.
I feel like we've only watched like a season and a half of it, but I don't remember an episode that we disliked, and I don't remember a time.
Yeah.
There's very rare times where I'm not laughing while I'm watching it, or like, or at least like smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that show. That show like easily crept up in my like favorite shows of all time this year.
I've been trying to get Alex to watch it because I feel like it'd be right up his alley, because he likes a lot of the stupid comedy shit that we like. And that's the thing, is it's not even like, I guess it is a stupid comedy, but the writing is so intelligent, it's bonkers.
It's just good. Yeah. It's just like constant riffing on a topic.
Yeah.
It's definitely a style of comedy that we get into where we just riff on stuff for a long time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It's just really funny.
And the sense of continuity with the jokes is just astounding.
Yes. the most recent season I thought was kind of weak.
Yeah.
I didn't like the conceit for some of it, but then like the ending of it is so good that it kind of makes up for it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think it's been long enough that since we recorded an episode. I don't think we've really talked about Letterkenny all that much. We talked about it a little bit last time, but the two live shows that are going to be in Cleveland sold out immediately, so I'm not going to get to go. Which is
there's a live show down here that you can only get VIP tickets for.
Which it's
the lowest tier VIP is like 175.
Oh, is it?
Or something.
Okay, that must be resale tickets because when they first went on sale, they were literally like $65 for VIP.
Yeah.
And that was to meet the entire cast before the show and like get a picture and then like sit in like the first 10 rows.
Yeah.
But I'm sure people are like reselling them now because that show's blown up in a major way.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how I can't wait for this newest season. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
It like combines like hockey, which I love, like really good jokes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just good. It's good.
Yeah.
What else? I'm trying to think what else I watched. I watched Woo Assassins. That show. I think we talked about that.
I think we did talk about that one last time.
Great,
yeah.
It's something to watch.
Yeah.
The other show I've been watching a lot of is the Pokemon anime that's on Netflix. I don't think we talked about that because that was recent.
Yeah.
It's good to have. It's something that's on in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when I'm grading, I put that on a lot and just like hang out and watch it.
Yeah. I actually just thought of something. So I think well, never mind. I guess I'll save. I can't remember. I think Aaron and I decided we weren't going to do top 10 TV shows because he couldn't think of 10. So I came up with like a top 5. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I should talk about it now or if I should wait until me and his, because I don't think he's coming up with a list. What level are you going to in the mine?
I'm going down. I'm trying to find quartz.
Okay. What floor are you on?
I'm like on 105, I think.
105. Okay. But no,
110,
I didn't watch a huge amount of TV this year, but I will say that when Disney Plus came out, I watched a lot of stuff on that.
Yeah, I need to get into that. I want to watch The Mandalorian. I watched the first episode of Watchmen and was like honestly not that impressed.
It's okay, so
I did not see what everybody loved about it.
The thing that you need to understand about that show, is you need to understand Damon Lindelof and his style of making a show.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it's very close to, because it's like very similar to Lost and The Leftovers, where there's so many fucking storylines going on. There's so many characters. There's so many mysteries. And you just know, with there only being 2 episodes of Watchmen left, like, okay, all these questions are not going to get answered. There's just not time.
Yeah.
And so I had to do with this show what I did with Lost, which is where I sat back and I was like, I don't understand everything that's happening. Hopefully when I get to episode 9, which will be the last episode, I'll understand things a little bit better than I do now. But these last 2 episodes are some of the best TV I've watched all year. And I think if I was going to make a top 5 TV shows list, it would be 2 or 3 for me. Because
I love the book. That book is formative for me.
Yeah.
So I need to watch it, but it just did not it just seemed all over the place.
It's extremely all over the place, and it's like it's got the dark, depressing tone of The Leftovers, but mixed with the mystery and intrigue of Lost. And it doesn't necessarily always feel like Watchmen either. So I've kind of...
I think that was another thing for me. It did not feel at all like Watchmen. It just felt... It just felt like a TV show that was trying to steal stuff from Watchmen a little bit.
I don't know what the right term for it is, because suspending your disbelief isn't the right term for this. But I had to get rid of all my reservations about the show within the first 2 episodes. So I think if you make it past the first 3 episodes, and if you're still even somewhat on board, you need to finish it, because it literally just keeps getting better and better. They do this last episode. The fucking twist in this last episode was one of the craziest things I've seen in a very long time. It was absolutely insane. John and I have been messaging each other about it. Shout out to John from our game dev videos. And I can't tell you, on a weekly basis, usually about Monday or Tuesday, because the episodes air on Sundays, I'll just get an all caps message from him, something along the lines of these motherfuckers so and so did this, and it's just it's been so much fun, just type.
I liked all the stupid little like Easter eggs and stuff in it. Like that was fun.
Yeah.
But it just I don't know. It just felt weird. It just didn't connect to me at all.
If you can like defeat the fact that you want it to be more like Watchmen in the back of your mind and just accept it for what it is. That's what I had to do to enjoy it. And now that I've like...
It feels like weirdly pretentious for no reason.
It's super up its own ass for sure. Like there's no getting past that. But it's also like it's going to go down as one of the most important shows of like the last 5 years because of its talks on like race and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
It's doing a lot of really brave stuff with that. It's doing a lot of really interesting stuff with that topic. And that's just one of the things it does that's interesting. It's like, and then like the fucking Adrian Veidt like stuff too is just so fucking batshit crazy.
Oh yeah, that was weird too. Like,
I
kind of guessed it was him, but then it was just like, oh, this guy's fucking weird.
It literally he just gets weirder and weirder every episode. It's okay. Let me put it to you this way. When Death Stranding came out, which if you guys don't know what Death Stranding is, it's the newest Hideo Kojima game that just released this year. My interest in that game, once I saw people actually playing it, just went down to basically like, I'm never going to play this, but I want to watch other people play it and I want to hear other people talk about it.
Yeah.
There was an episode of Watchmen that was literally like some Death Stranding shit.
Huh.
It was fucking crazy. Like it's like literally, it's past the point of being a TV show for me at this point. Like once every 5 years or so, there's something that I can't qualify as a piece of media and I have to qualify as more of an experience. And Watchmen to me this year has been something that it's like being on a roller coaster. Like, you know that you don't have any control over it. So if you just sit back and enjoy it for what it is, then you might be able to like not be scared anymore and just accept it. And so Watchmen's been like my roller coaster ride in recent years because I never know what the fuck they're going to do next, who's going to say or do what next. And it's kept me coming back every week wanting more. It's weird, like, because I'm seeing reviews from people that don't even like the original, like, graphic novel or the original movie. I fucking love the movie, like, way more than most people do, I think. And
I like the movie quite a bit.
It's nothing like the movie, but it's got some of the movie qualities to it.
Well, it's nothing like the movie because I feel like it's nothing like the book.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, the movie is just a shot by shot.
For sure.
And, like,
for sure.
I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I need, like I said, I'll probably get back to it. Probably once it finishes up, just so I can like marathon through it.
Yeah.
Because like that's the way I like to get my stuff now. Anyway, I feel like I'm not a big like.
I'm not.
Wait and see.
Yeah, I've never been much of a binger, but I feel like the cliffhangers that this show presents every week are some of the most potent cliffhangers I've seen in any show in like the last 5 years. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat, like wondering what they're going to do next. That definitely, though, I think you're gonna like it more if you watch it as a whole, like knowing that you're like heading towards some kind of conclusion. But I will also say that I think that the companion podcast that Craig Mazur, who is the guy that I think that's his name, Mazur or Mason or something. Well, anyway, you watched Chernobyl, didn't you?
No.
Okay, you need to watch Chernobyl for one thing. But anyway, he did a podcast with the guy that wrote. Or wait, maybe he did write. Did he write Chernobyl, or did he do a podcast with the? Anyway, he was in like the Chernobyl companion podcast, like the official HBO companion podcast, and they're doing one now for Watchmen. But instead of doing one for every episode like they did with Chernobyl, they're breaking it up into 3 episode increments. So there's 3 podcast episodes because there's 9 Watchmen episodes.
Right. Yeah.
And so I feel like this is one of the times where I feel like if I am going to recommend Watchmen to anybody, I feel like recommending the podcast along with it is like essential because there's so much stuff going on in that show that I think it's impossible for you to pick up on every single thing like as you're watching.
Yeah.
Because it throws you for so many loops. But anyway, yeah, Watchmen's one of those shows I'm going to need to like do a deep unload after that show's over and been done for a while. Once I'm out of spoiler territory, I'm going to need to like get some shit off my chest about that show. But
yeah, I want to watch it. Like, I know I need to watch it just to participate in conversations about it. Because like pretty much everybody, like everything that I've like watched or listened to has like been like, oh, this is like one of the best shows in years.
Yeah.
And like, okay, like I trust these people's opinions, but I'm also like, the show doesn't seem like that to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and it's very hard for me to like get over first impressions of stuff like that, where it's like, okay, I guess I'll go back and watch this thing I didn't really enjoy.
Yeah.
But speaking of other HBO shows that I watched this year, I finished Barry season 2, which has probably one of the best episodes in television I've ever seen, which just goes off the chain. Like it reminds me of like episode of Atlanta.
Oh, for sure. God, fucking Atlanta.
Yeah.
Jesus. Atlanta's so good.
Yeah. I don't know. Was there a new season of that this year?
No, so they are going to record seasons 3 and 4 at the beginning of 2020, like at the same time. Like they're going to record them back to back.
Okay.
So I'm assuming the earliest we would see season 3 would be the end of next year or beginning of 2021.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a season. There's definitely an episode of Barry season 2 that reminds me of an episode of Atlanta.
Oh,
and it's wild.
That's crazy. Is it the Teddy episode of Atlanta?
No,
it's not. Okay.
It's just like it's not parallel to any particular episode of Atlanta.
Gotcha.
Like it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's not like a remake or like
Gotcha.
terrible, but it just reminds me of Atlanta in a way that it's like magical realism type shit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I haven't finished. I watched the first season of Barry. I have not finished season 2 of it yet.
Season 2 was great. I watched that this year. It's the first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go load up on some seeds once that store opens.
Yeah, melon seeds is what we need.
Oh yeah.
And we need some fertilizer.
Okay. How much should I buy of each one of these things?
Buy like 20 of each.
Okay.
I'll go set up the farm to do the stuff to plant.
Okay.
So I watched the season 2 of Barry. I watched season 2 and season 3 of. I watched the rest of Vice Principals that I needed to watch.
Okay, I haven't seen any of that show, I don't think, or at least I've only seen a couple episodes of it.
So I think it was season 3. I think I watched all of season 2 when it came out.
Yeah.
And then I watched season 3 of that, which was great.
Yeah.
It's weird and great. I watched The Righteous Gemstones. I watched all of that.
Haven't seen any of that.
This year. That's really good. It's pretty great. I think you would really love it.
Okay.
It's about this like evangelical family.
Yeah.
Like they're like these like super evangelicals, like the super rich church people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really good. It has like Danny McBride. It has John Goodman as like their patriarch.
I like John Goodman an awful lot, and I love Danny McBride, so I feel like I need to.
Danny McBride's really funny in it. It has Adam Devine in it.
Okay, yeah.
I
think it's Divine, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think that's from Workaholics and like other stuff.
Yeah.
And who's the? Oh, it has the one lady from Vice Principals in it who's really funny. Like weird and funny. So that show was good. That show's good. So I watched like a bunch of HBO stuff.
Yeah.
Because when Aaron got HBO back, he like let me use the login.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know what my like motivation to keep HBO is going to be after Watchmen's over. Because
there was some trailer for the show that I just watched. Like I saw it pop up on my Google feed. It's like based on some Stephen King. I think it's called The Outsider.
Yeah.
It's like a crime.
Yeah, it looks.
Like,
I know Aaron wants me to, because Aaron's using my HBO now, so technically you would be too. But
yeah,
it looks really interesting. I know he's gonna want to watch it because he's a huge Stephen King fan. But
yeah.
So I bought quality fertilizer. It's only like.
Good. Can you buy some corn seeds? Because I think you can buy corn seeds in the summer too, and they'll last through fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy some of that. I'm almost done getting the garden.
So I bought some blueberries, some melons, and some corn.
Nice. Yes, blueberries are great.
Yeah.
They
keep producing.
Yes, and so does corn.
Yeah.
And corn, we need fall. We need a fall bundle. We need quality crops bundle. I think we still need summer too. So let me go check. So
the only
go plant and then whatever.
I'll plant some stuff here. The only thing I will say about TV shows for me, because I don't think we're going to talk about it a lot, any of our year-end stuff, is that I think The Mandalorian's my favorite show I've watched this year.
I need to watch that. I've heard nothing but great things about it.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. I am excited to watch it too, because I love me a good Star Wars.
It's a good Star Wars, for sure.
I want to watch, I honestly want to watch Solo again. I watched Solo in a weird circumstance where it was like at a drive-in theater.
Yeah.
It was like my first time at a drive-in. It was also like the car kept like shutting itself off.
Oh man.
So, like audio, and so I have to like kind of fuck with it a bit.
Yeah. I didn't like Solo that much. I watched it in XD at Tinseltown, and Christa liked it a lot more than I did. I just thought it was whatever. I think I like Rogue One a lot more than I like Solo.
Oh man.
What's up?
I think they updated it to tell you what's in the bundles.
Oh, did they?
I think so, because I don't think you used to be able to do the thing I'm doing right now.
Which is?
Like, you know how it would be like the different things in the bundle? Like, it would show you the pictures?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Could you ever, like, highlight those things and then it would tell you what they are?
I don't think so. I think that's new.
I don't think so either. I think that's new.
Okay.
I remember, like, I'd be like, oh, what's this fish?
Yeah.
This fish looks weird. Like, what does it look like? What is it?
I think that's new.
Like, oh, that's not it.
That seems like a thing that should have been in the game a long time ago.
Yeah, no, most certainly. That's really funny.
Definitely didn't get enough seeds to cover the thing and fertilizer either, so should I get more?
I'll go get some.
Okay.
I'm at the... We need quality corn, we need quality melons, and we just need a melon.
Yeah, definitely get like... I would say get like 40 fertilizer for sure.
Okay. We might be able to make... What do you make fertilizer out of? Oh, I think you make fertilizer out of sap. I have some sap in my...
I have a bunch of sap too, I think. I'm gonna check.
We don't need the best fertilizer, because I think our farming skills are both pretty high, so...
I've got 210 sap in just one of my chests.
Yeah.
Can you just craft it from the quick craft menu?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I've got 593 sap, as it turns out.
Oh, nice.
I've got 792 sap, actually. So, I'm gonna make some fertilizer.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some pepper seeds, because they, keep producing. And then...
I made 40 fertilizer and I still have 712 sap left over, so...
Yeah, it's real stupid.
Alright.
Oh, I'll buy some pops, too.
Okay.
Pops are fun. You can make beer.
Make some beer. I wish there was a drinking mechanic in this game. Just get drunk off your ass and, like, wobble around trying to water your crops.
Oh man, we could buy a catalog if we wanted to.
We honestly, how much is it?
Yes, it's like 30,000.
Just buy it. We'll fucking, because we can get the house upgrade, make the house look real cool.
We have so much money, it's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oh no, I'm not, because it's 4 o'clock. I was gonna go break open this geode that I've been holding on to.
The only thing I hate about this common fertilizer is it's hard to tell where you've put it down already. The other, like with the quality fertilizer, it's green. With this one, it's like brown. And it's like that was a poor choice. All right, so all of the crops that I've planted have been fertilized.
Okay.
So I will make, we'll probably need like at least 40 more fertilizer, probably 40, 50, or 60. I can't count.
All right, I'm gonna get like 100 sap and make fertilizer.
Oh, I just made 40 fertilizer.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean you could make like probably like 20 more and we should be good, I think.
Okay.
So you can plant and I'll fertilize.
There we go. Sounds good. I got these pepper plants to make.
Were there any other shows that you watched this year?
Assassins. I feel like there was nothing really in depth that I watched other than those ones.
I watched a lot of stuff in the background this year too.
Yeah.
I
mean, a lot of the stuff that I watch is like YouTube stuff, right? Like I watch a lot of just web content. So I was trying to think. Oh, some of the stuff that I really like that I want to shout out.
Yeah.
Is
no clip doc on the ESRB.
Oh, I just watched that the other day, actually.
Yeah, that was exceptional.
Yeah.
I really was like, I was kind of dodging it because I was like, I love all the no clip docs for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, they're all really, really well done. I'm always super impressed by them.
Yeah.
In fact, I like them probably more than I like the cloth map stuff, which is kind of sad because I thought cloth map was a really cool idea.
Yeah.
And I really like Drew, but the no clip doc on the ESRB, which easily could have been like the most boring thing in the world.
Yeah, it's actually super interesting.
So fascinating.
Yeah.
So engaging. I was blown away.
I think the moment that I realized I was 100% in on it was when they interviewed the guy that did the voice for like rated M for mature.
Yep. And like he had a fascinating job.
Yep.
Like he did cool stuff.
Yep.
Like other than just be the voice.
Oh yeah.
Like he actually like he was like talking and like they were so open about all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ruled.
It blew me away, like how like engaged I stayed with it, because I was like, I can put this on in the background and knock this out, and it'll be whatever. But then
So I'm gonna make hops on the outside on the bottom here because you can't walk through the hops.
Gotcha. Okay.
So whereas like everything else you can't. So I'm gonna like make them on the bottom and on the corner here.
Should we build? We have to build like barrels for alcohol, don't we?
Yeah, we'll have to build kegs.
We could probably.
I don't even know if we have the recipe for kegs.
Yeah, I don't know if we do. We could probably, when we go to put them, we could probably put them up behind the deposit box.
Yeah, that's usually where I end up putting stuff at.
Okay.
Yep. I got 3 more, so I'm gonna just put them on the edge here. And we'll have to like kind of go in, but what other seeds? I thought I bought more seeds. Did I not buy more seeds? I did not. So we have more seeds.
We do have the recipe for keg.
Oh, cool.
But do we have the oak trees tapped by any chance? Have we done that yet?
Yes.
Okay, we need oak resin. So it takes, to make one keg, it takes 30 wood, 1 copper bar, 1 iron bar, and 1 oak resin.
Okay. I don't know if I have an oak tree tapped or not.
Okay.
I don't know if I've grown any oak trees or not. I was looking for, what are these? Winter seeds, starfruit seed. Ooh, I'll plant the starfruit seed.
Okay.
That we got from who God knows where.
I need to check to see if I have, because we're in what, summer now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a rare seed, but I can't plant that until fall.
Right.
I totally had 30 quality fertilizer just hanging out in my one treasure chest, but that's all right.
I bet I probably do. I bet I have a bunch too somewhere.
I have an ancient seed. Should I plant?
Yeah, I have an ancient seed. I don't know when those grow.
God.
You could try it.
Okay. Who gives a shit? I really, this has got me wanting to pull out my Stardew Valley manual again to figure stuff out. All right, I'm planning. Where should I? Is there a specific place I should plant it so we remember where it's at?
I have speed grow.
I'm gonna just stick it somewhere in here.
Yeah, you just know where it's at, and that's fine.
Okay. Well, it sticks out because it's literally just like one seed by itself, whereas everything else has like multiple.
What else? Movies. I'm trying to think if there's any movies that stuck out to me. Like I liked Endgame. Endgame was fun.
Yeah.
I've been like meaning to get to the movies. I want to go see Knives Out.
Oh my god!
I was thinking about doing that tonight. Honestly, going to the movies tonight by myself.
Yeah, it's fucking. You have to see it.
I might do that tonight. Honestly,
you have to see it.
Some stuff I want to get done, but I'll have to look at showtimes.
I've seen every movie I want to see this year except for Parasite.
Yeah,
I want to see Parasite.
What do you think about that Little Joe movie that's coming out?
Little Joe. I don't know if I know what that is.
It's like a horror movie about plants.
Huh. I don't think I've seen a trailer for that.
Okay. I did the thing I do every now and then where I like just
watched a bunch of trailers.
Like, watched movie trailers. That was one of them. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy more seeds, I think. I'm gonna go get this Geotrack, and then I'm gonna buy
They were playing, there's a tiny little indie movie theater up in Akron called the Nightlight, and I've always wanted to go there. And they were playing Parasite, but it was like all weeknight showtimes. But I really, really want to see Parasite because I feel like it's going to be extremely up my alley and has a chance to be one of my top movies of the year. I won't talk about my top movies of the year because that's going to be another list that we're going to do. But I will have you know that Knives Out is fucking exceptional. It's fucking amazing.
I really need to go see it. Did I watch? I think I watched High Flying Bird this year. That's probably my movie of the year right now.
High Flying Bird.
It's the Soderbergh movie about the basketball lockout, essentially.
Okay, I think we talked about this on a Sunset and Stardew. Actually, I just don't remember it.
Yeah, probably. It's like a heist movie, but it's not a heist movie because
now I remember.
It's a scheme movie. Like that's the best I can make it.
Yeah.
It was exceptional. It's like genuinely one of the highlights.
What did you watch that on?
Netflix.
Okay.
It's a Netflix original movie.
Okay.
And it has the black dude from American Vandal season 2.
Oh yeah.
The basketball player.
Yeah.
And he plays a basketball player, but he's like I think he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Like he was great in American Vandal, and he's great in this.
God, I forgot about American Vandal. How fucking good that show is.
I think it's Zazie Beetz.
Yeah, Zazie Beetz. Yeah, I think so.
She's in it, and she's exceptional in it. Yeah. Did American Vandal season 2 come out this year?
I think that was last year. There's no way. There's no way that was this year. If it is, then time is a fucking flat circle, and I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I don't do the thing where I know Aaron definitely does that, where he tracks everything he does in the year.
Yeah. The only reason I've started doing it for some things is because I know we're gonna make lists about it, and so that I don't do it for everything though. I made a top 5 TV show list, and I was kind of surprised because it feels like I watched a lot of TV when in reality, when my lazy ass gets home from the gym, we end up turning it on cable, and The Office is playing on Comedy Central, and it's I guess I'll watch The Office for the millionth time right now.
Oh, I guess I didn't talk a lot about the Pokemon anime.
Yeah.
I watched all of that was available at the original series that's on Netflix, and it's weird because it cuts off almost halfway through the original series.
That's weird. Yeah,
it's really weird. There's 80 episodes normally, and then there's 80 episodes normally, but then there's only 50 that are on Netflix, and that's even with I know there's 4 or 5 in that original series that are quote unquote banned episodes.
Yeah.
Because there's one that just made kids freak out.
The Porygon episode.
Yeah. The weird thing about that is that because of that Porygon episode, they had to go back and darken all the scenes that had these really bright lights.
Weird. So
you'll just be watching the series and then Pikachu will do an electric attack, or they'll come out of the Pokeball.
Yeah.
And it's just this somebody just laid a black tint over everything.
Oh.
It's really odd.
That's strange.
It's a really weird looking thing.
What are the other banned episodes of that show?
There's one where I think James dresses up as a girl and has fake beach ball boobs or something.
Oh my god.
That one was banned. There's one where there's they're at this wildlife park, and then there's just a bunch of guns in the episode.
Jesus.
So they're oh, we're not going to show this one outside of these territories because we don't want to have children just see guns a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And so there's that one, and I think those are the 2 that I remember along with the Porygon episode.
That's wild. I don't think I knew about anything but the Porygon episode.
Yeah, I didn't either, because I was looking at the episode count, and then I went on Wikipedia and I was whoa, wait, how many episodes weren't matching up? And I was wait, what the fuck is going on? And so I was reading about it, and then so I watched everything that was available from the original series, and then the only other stuff that's on Netflix is Pokemon Sun and Moon. And that show's weird. That show takes a long time to pick up where it needs to be at, especially in the first season of it. And then there's Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, and that show fucking goes bananas. That there's weird stuff that happens in that show.
I don't think I liked Pokemon Moon very much, what I played of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I was really that into it.
What I've heard of it is like it takes a really long time to get into. There's like a lot of like tutorial and shit.
Yep. Pokemon Sword, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Whew, that's a hell of a Pokemon game.
I'm just gonna buy more corn. I'm gonna buy 5. I think that's how much more I need. But yeah, so that show's weird. It's been fun to watch though, just to have on in the background.
Yeah.
I'm excited to like finish it and then find something else stupid to watch. I think I'll probably watch like the Yu-Gi-Oh anime or something.
Yeah.
Or like I think there's some Beyblades on there.
Oh man. I love that young kids now are playing with Beyblades again.
Yeah. I might just go back and watch more Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's never a bad idea.
I can't tell if there's a seed here or not. So
I need to. I've seen all of Mighty Morphin in the last couple years. I've watched all of Mighty Morphin, so I need to go beyond that and see how like Zeo and
Alien
and Turbo. I'm excited to watch Turbo and Space and.
Oh, did you watch the Toys That Made Us?
Yes, I fucking love that shit.
I watched that, yeah. That was good.
That was so great. That and the I haven't watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one yet, but I need to.
That one was okay. I have weird issues with that show.
Yeah.
Like there's some good stuff in it, but it's also like so upbeat that it's weird.
Yeah.
Like there's like because like they don't get into any like deep nitty gritty of stuff. Like, it's always like this very positive tone, like stuff about all the toys. I'm like, I want to know the weird controversy. Like they'll like talk about it and then they just like won't go in depth into it. And I'm like,
because they just want to focus on like the positive aspects of it. What I would love is like an exhaustive documentary on the history of Power Rangers at this point.
Oh yeah,
I would love that.
And also like they feature these like dudes that are definitely total assholes, so they kind of paint them as like superhero, like as these like good guys. I'm like, Saban seems like a shithead. But like they're like, he's the best. He like had this great idea. Nah, not really. I mean, if you want to call it a great idea or whatever, but it's more like he was lazy as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
And just like took footage from this other show to make a different show.
Yep,
like,
that's 100% what he did. I probably also could have used less about him talking about what he thinks kids like and what trends were in that episode too.
Yeah.
But which is
and everything I know about Hans Saban is that he's not a good person.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like he sucks.
Yeah.
So it's just like weird to see him like, oh, okay. Like the fact that his name has to be on like everything, like you seem like kind of a psychopath, my dude.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I haven't checked on our grass situation in a while. I can't believe how much grass we've got growing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's good.
All right, well, so you've covered. I think you've covered a lot of video games. You've covered a lot of TV shows. Are there any movies you want to add before we wrap things up for the night here?
Can't think of any movies. I can't really think of any music that came out this year that I liked. I like got my Spotify wrap up or whatever.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Chance the Rapper this year, but none of his new music.
Oh yeah, so
a lot of,
I'll probably cover my Spotify stats more in depth in my top 10 music thing, but it's like I know that I listen to music every day, but seeing it like laid out like that is just staggering.
I actually listened to a lot less music this year
than
I have in the past, which is fine. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like top artist was Chance the Rapper because I listened to a lot of his like those 4 singles that he put out.
Yeah.
That I like a lot, and then there's like 1 or 2 songs off of his new album that I like.
It definitely was nowhere near Coloring Book at all for me.
No, not at all.
Okay, so I know Alex and I, because I literally have like 20 albums I need to talk about in our recording. Yeah. So, because I have like 10 honorable mentions. So I'll share some of my Spotify stats here. So I joined Spotify in 2015, it looks like, or at least premium. And I listened to 10,013 minutes of music in that, because I'm assuming it was like a partial year. In 2016, I listened to 33,163 minutes. In 2017, I listened to 55,113 minutes. In 2018, I listened to 33,166 minutes. And 2019, 41,699 nice minutes.
Crazy.
And then
I would love if Podcast Addict tracked my stats.
Oh, for sure. So the frustrating thing for me is that Christa and I share a Spotify account. So if one of us is listening online, one of us has to be offline. So we do a lot of. So I don't know if having a family account will let you have multiple profiles, or if it just allows more people to be on the same thing. But anyway, the only other thing I will share from my stats is my top artists and top songs of the year. Which strangely enough, because the way we share the account, not all of these are from my like top 10 albums of the year either.
Sure.
But my top artist of the year, as it has been for the last 6 years, is State Champs, followed by Real Friends, The 1975, Post Malone, and Hobo Johnson. Those are my top artists of the year.
Nice.
My top songs of the year: It's Not Living If It's Not With You by The 1975, Criminal by State Champs, Peach Scone by Hobo Johnson, Shallow, the Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga song from A Star Is Born, and then A Million Dreams. I don't know that must be a Christa song because I don't recognize that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to get more into that whenever Alex and I do our things. But I'm going to hop into the bed for the night. Is there anything else you want to add to cap up?
I was just looking like Chance the Rapper top. Black Keys, because I listen to a lot of Black Keys, but not their new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's really funny. Like this was the year that I listened to like a bunch of like old stuff. Obviously.
Yeah.
I listened to Game Chops, which is it's a video game remix.
Yeah.
Like collective kind of. They're like a label that puts out like video game remix, and then Michael, like Mikel, which does stuff. And then I listened to, what was the other thing I listened to at the bottom? Oh, System of a Down, because I like listened to a System of a Down playlist for like a week.
Yeah, no,
for a while there.
Oh, they're so fucking good.
And then like my top like genres: modern rock, pop rap, EDM, rock, and video game music, which was of course.
Oh yeah.
There's like a lot of the songs that I just put on repeat on here.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think Old Town Road is actually like my top played song of the year.
That's really funny.
Which is really funny.
Is it the remix or the original?
Yeah, it's the remix.
Okay.
Like if I look at I'm gonna crawl into bed here too, and then like not hit the to go thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I definitely listen to more music in the beginning years of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think my top is 29,000. This year I only listened to 10,000.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't been like I really didn't listen to a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I think our stats would be higher if it wasn't for the fact that we were sharing an account. Like if it took into account like both of us being online, or just me, because I listen to music literally every day at work. And so
I really like the decade thing. I thought was cool.
That was really neat for sure.
Like, my top artists were the Black Keys, Run the Jewels, the White Stripes, Chance the Rapper, and Howmouth, which is like pretty much perfect.
Pretty much, yeah. It's Ben in a nutshell.
That pretty much makes sense.
Oh yeah.
My top songs were like ones that I just put on repeat, which is like My Friends Never Die.
Yep.
From Odessa.
Yeah,
which,
that's a good one.
Like that was like one of my driving playlists, so it would just like play that for a while.
Hey, speaking of Odessa, while I'm thinking of it, because
yeah.
I won't get the chance to talk about this any other time soon, I just played. I've had it on my PS4 installed for a while. The new game from Harmonix, Audica, which is
nice.
It's from Harmonix. It's a rhythm game, but it's a shooter. You shoot the notes with two guns that you're holding as they come down on the screen, and fucking Odessa is in this game.
Good.
It's Loyal by Odessa, which is like a song that they previously only ever, you need to check that song out when we get done with this, but it's a song that they previously only ever played live. Like it was a live exclusive song, and then they recorded a studio version. And I know TC is the biggest Odessa fan I know, and he's not satisfied with the studio version, but I think it's cool. But anyway, I bought the season pass for the songs that are in the game, and they already put some cool songs in it, like Centuries by Fall Out Boy, Counting Stars by One Republic. So I feel like this is going to I still play Rock Band, but this is going to fill another void of that type for me playing this. But it's really, really cool. But when you said Odessa, I had to mention it. But Marshmello's in the game too, I think. Like a Logic and Marshmello song. There's a lot of really mainstream dubstep and EDM in it. It's really cool. But yeah.
Yeah, my top songs of the year: Old Town Road, the remix, Face My Fears, the song from that.
Utada Hikaru and
I used to
Skrillex.
play
Yeah.
that, yeah, I would play that on repeat at the gym and like just in general because
Its song is so fucking good.
Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, which I'm pretty sure I put by
Daft Punk.
yeah. Which I'm pretty sure I put like on one day when I was at the library working. So that's like 5 hours of that song on repeat.
Amazing.
65th and Ingleside, which is by Chance the Rapper.
That's a good one.
Which I definitely like put on repeat one morning. Like it's just that's a banger. That's a good song.
That was one of his singles in between Coloring Book and
yeah. Most of the singles are bangers.
Oh yeah.
I like those singles a lot. I did not. Yeah, there's like one song I like off of The Big Day, but
I like Hot Shower a lot.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
I was trying to remember what it was called.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Hot Shower a lot. The music video for Hot Shower is fucking hysterical.
It's amazing.
And then this song called 100 Bad Days, which is a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who that's by. And then like The Decade, it was like Heroes We Could Be, which is like by Alesso, but it's a remix.
Oh, did the David Bowie? Or it's not? Okay. We Could Be.
It's like
okay.
Yeah. It's like it kind of takes like some lyrics from that Bowie song, but it's just like
okay. Because Heroes by David Bowie is my favorite Bowie song, so when I hear We Could Be Heroes, that's the first thing I think of.
You should listen to that Alesso song.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
And then, but like this is particularly the Branches remix, which is just very like it's kind of chaotic. It's very like stuttered.
All right.
And then Indian Summer by I forget who that is. But it's like a EDM-ish song.
Yeah.
And then I liked by Carnage because that was definitely on repeat for like a long time.
I like to make money get turned.
Yeah. And then Blinded by the Light by Bruce Springsteen because I think that album for the longest time was on repeat.
Oh god.
And then I would just listen to that song.
So fucking good.
So yeah, but I like this top artist thing. The Black Keys, Run the Jewels, The White Stripes, Chance the Rapper, and Hound Mouth. That makes sense.
That sums up your decade very well, for sure.
Decade. Yeah, definitely.
It made sense for me.
I wish there was a top 10 because Odessa would definitely be on there, and like there'd be a few others like that would represent the EDM part.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pretty much.
I listen to so much old Black Keys, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, old Black Keys is good. I mean, you know where I stand on new Black Keys too. Like, I don't think it's bad. It's better than fucking Turn Blue, but it's.
I saw the video for Go.
Yeah.
Last night at the gym, and I think I might try to give that new album a chance again.
Yeah.
It's just so generic. It just doesn't. I just miss like bluesy Black Keys. Like,
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. As long as they don't put out a sequel to Turn Blue, I'm fine with whatever they do because this is leaps and bounds better than Turn Blue. So, but is that everything then with your Spotify list?
I think so. I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. I was trying to think if there's any like. I want to shout out The Adventure Zone. Like their new season is pretty good. It's a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shout out the No Clip podcast. I really enjoyed listening to that. I like listened to all those episodes lately. Shout out to Mabim Bam as always.
Oh god, they've been killing it every single week.
Yeah. That show just continues to be good.
Yeah.
Shout out to like a lot of the weird live episodes of the Adventure Zone rather than like the canon ones.
Yeah.
Like, the weird live episodes that they've done this year have been exceptional. Like the limo driver is Bigfoot, I think, or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like Bigfoot Stole My Christmas
yeah.
or something like that. That one was really good. That one was hysterical.
Oh yeah.
The Hootenanny one was great. Like some of those live episodes have been really, really good. I didn't particularly care for how Amnesty ended, but that's whatever.
I'm still not caught up on it. I listened to the first couple arcs of the Adventure Zone and then fell off really hard.
Balance is great. The first season of that show is really good. All the arcs in it are interesting, and they play some really fun D&D. The second season, they changed to a different style, and it's a lot more storytelling, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it just didn't grab me the same way. I've been listening to Friends at the Table. I'm catching up on the season from 2017 of Friends at the Table.
Jesus, that's funny.
I every now and then, and then shout outs to Bombcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. The Besties is coming back apparently.
Yeah, with Griffin and Justin and
Rush Rushdick and Chris Plant.
Yeah.
I guess it's going to be a Spotify exclusive, so I gotta start using the Spotify podcast player, which I don't want to do that. But
yeah,
whatever.
it's not great.
Yeah, but I'll do it for a while. See if that show still is like as weird, chaotic energy as it always is.
Yeah, I love that about it.
And then shout outs to the newest episode of Till Death Do Us Part.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was great.
Yeah, it was very great.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah. Good,
Holy shit.
Good rundown of the year for me.
Yeah.
And a couple hours worth of stuff.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hit like the hour and 50-minute mark
it's
here.
Summer. Yeah, we'll come back to start Sunset and Stardew.
Hopefully we don't wait 2 months to record the next episode. I want to try to get back into recording stuff. I know this channel's been a lot about 100 Baby Challenge and Border Boys and live streams lately.
I really want to watch some of those 100 Baby Challenges. I haven't watched any yet.
There's one episode in particular I'd have to ask her. There's one that she's very, very proud of, especially now because she's adding like a lot more. She's taking hours and hours, sometimes days, to edit these episodes. It's really frustrating for her because she's just a really soft-spoken person, really soft talker. Yeah. And even though like we solved the volume problems, like I'm a naturally like booming voice compared to her. So she just needs to learn how to like talk close to the microphone, I guess, because she just keeps getting comments that are like, hey, we love your stuff, we just really can't hear you. And so she's just so like frustrated by it. But anyway, that's gonna do it here for us today at Sunset and Stardew. That was a really great rundown. You did a lot of cool shit this year, listened to a lot of good music, watched some good shows and movies, played a lot of cool games. I think 2020's
good shows. Watch Letterkenny.
Watch Letterkenny. Yeah, I need to finish Letterkenny. I need to pick up where I left off.
That's probably my like top entertainment product of the year.
It's very, very good. I literally have no good reason for why we haven't watched more of it. I really don't. So I need to fix that problem. So add that to my 2020 resolution list. But anyway, that's going to do it for us. We've given you almost a 2-hour recording of Sunset and Stardew, which is probably the longest episode we've done of something in a while. So thank you for your continued patience with this channel. Thank you for sticking with us. We've had some ups and downs with the streams. Like last night, we streamed Man of Medan for only about 45-50 minutes, and nobody showed up for it. But it worked out because I finished the game. So if you want to see the archive, we're planning on putting the archive up by the end of this weekend. So that should be up on the channel by the time this Sunset and Stardew is posted. But yeah, look out for year-end stuff. I have a video with Aaron we're not going to be playing anything, but it's probably just going to be screen capturing Skype. So we're going to do like a video podcast of Aaron doing what Ben just did, running down his year-end stuff. And then, of course, the big daddy of them all, me and Alex, is big. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's probably going to be pretty long, of just like a Skype window capture of our year-end video podcast. And it's going to be like what we do before Border Boys, but it's going to be a much longer, intensive breakdown of all of our favorite stuff from the year. So yeah, new episode of Sunset and Stardew, some year-end stuff. We've got the 1-year anniversary of the channel coming up, which is absolutely crazy to me. So I'm doing a live stream on Thursday, December 12th. So hopefully this episode gets posted well before that, and time TBA for that. There'll be some more stuff. Just check out Adjutant Gaming on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll have a pinned tweet of the schedule of live streams going up here pretty soon. But yeah, thank you for your continued support of this channel. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thanks to Ben as always.
No, I don't give a fuck if you care about it or not. Do it. I don't care if you're inclined, motherfucker. Just do it.
You heard it here first, folks. Ben doesn't
It's a button to click, you idiot. Just do the button clicking. Who cares?
Ben doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. He just wants those clicks. And I'm right there with him. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed as usual. We're going to try to put out some more content on a regular basis, but life gets crazy, especially around this time of year. So I think we've got a lot of cool year-end stuff coming up and an anniversary stream. I've got a Star Wars stream I want to do the week that Rise of Skywalker is coming out.
Nice.
So I'm going to play some old Star Wars games on Mixer on Xbox, like Knights of the Old Republic, Jedi Starfighter, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. I was going to do that during Extra Life and just ran out of time. So lots to look forward to on Adjutant Gaming as always. Check out my wife Christa's content with the 100 Baby Challenge. Check me and Alex out every Friday on Twitch doing Border Boys or me doing solo streams. That's going to do it for today. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.